the end of the world. Let's drink. It's good vodka. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not 21 yet. This is water. Clearly, I'm 20. Yep, I lied about that too. I'm 19. Fine, 18. What's going on, Filmheads? Sorry for the late review of The World's End, directed by Edgar Wright, and my theater got a little late, and now I'm here to review it. This Is the End came out, and I highly enjoyed that, right next to The Heat. I thought The Heat was going to be awful, but I actually had a blast in the movie. This Is the End, I had a blast with that too, and this one, I had just as fun as this one as I did those other two films. This was a great movie for so many reasons. Let me first of all get this out of the way. Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead. If you enjoyed those films, you'll love this one. I know I did. Edgar Wright, man, this guy's direction was great. He has these shots, these quick zooms and these quick cuts. Sometimes that doesn't work at all, but for this, it was great. It looked great. Not only was it hilarious and entertaining, it also looked awesome too. The cinematography is absolutely phenomenal. And Edgar Wright, dude, I can't wait to see this guy. I can't wait to see him do Ant-Man. I saw a clip from Ant-Man, actually. You can see that review somewhere on my page. And it looks great. I can totally see it. Whenever I was watching The World's End, I was like, this is the perfect director to do something like Ant-Man. Because Ant-Man is really quirky and weird, and this guy can do it. The World's End is about a group of guys, back whenever they were in their teenager age, or 21 or 20, however old they were. They went on a thing called, I think it's called the Golden Mile or something like that. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but they go through all of these different bars and they drink one beer from them and they go to the next one, and the very last one is the World's End, and if they do that, they accomplished it. And they failed. So about 20 or 30 years later, they are older. They are around 40, 45. A lot of them have matured, except for one guy. His name is it Gary King? I think it's Gary King. And he's like, you know what? Forget this meeting that I'm at, this rehabilitation center, wherever he is. I'm going to get my guys, and I'm going to find them, and we're just going to go and do it. And so they do. He gets all of them together. They all have lives now. Gary is kind of the one who's still, trashy. He's still drinking a lot. And they go back to do the Golden Mile, or if that's what it's called. And they do the first two, and then I believe it's around the third bar they get to. They figure out something is off. After Gary gets into a fight with a guy in the bathroom, his head pops off like a Barbie doll. Blue stuff comes out, and this is the sci-fi coming into the movie, which I thought was great. The action in this movie is great, and there's so many action sequences where I was like, this is so much fun, and I had such a great time with this movie. And I was trying to compare this to This Is the End, and I like this one a little better, simply because of the cinematography and the action. The action, like I said, the action in the movie is so much fun. It's funny, and it's cool because this is a scary situation, but I'm not like, I'm going to steer clear from what they're doing. I'm more like, I would love to be there right now and just joining them doing what they're doing, because they look like they have bar stools just like beating people's head, and they're just popping off, and this blue stuff goes everywhere, and I'm not going to go into it more than that and tell you who's behind it and who's what it is exactly, but things happen, insane things happen, and it was so much fun. I wish I could have saw it last week to have my review out. This is a little late, but guys, if it's still at your theaters, go see this movie. It is so much fun. Simon Pegg is hilarious. The writing is great. It is so much fun. It is hilarious, like I said. And if you want to see something different, you want to see something original, go check this out, because this is a great ending to the trilogy. I was battling back and forth for the score on this one. I was like 4, 4.5, 4, 4.5. I'm going to go 4, simply because the romance in the movie is pretty just needless to me. I saw that and I was like, I could do without that. We don't really need this. There's some things in the movie, and of course, where you have a funny movie. Not everything in the movie is funny. There are little moments where I was like, that wasn't that funny. And like I said, the romance, that probably shouldn't have been there. But other than that, guys, if you want a fun, entertaining movie, short, it's not too long, it's like an hour and a half long, super short, it goes by like that, it's such a fun time at the movies. Go watch The World's End, especially if you enjoyed the other two movies. This is a great ending to a sort of trilogy. What are your thoughts on The World's End? Did you enjoy it as much as I did? Did you think it was funny, or did you not really get it? Some people actually didn't like this movie that much because it's not their type of humor, I guess you could say. But I loved it. I had a blast with it, and I can't wait to see it again. See it in the theaters when it comes out. What are your thoughts on it? Are you excited? Like I said, all the questions that I always ask. And let me know in the comment section. Give me your feedback on this review. And as always, guys, I'm the Modern Film Critic, signing off.